Oh,
Honestly, this last pick. Bane, there you go.
Oh no, I thought it was Franco. So why did I think it was Franco?
I mean, they sound similar.
Okay, it's Bane. But I was about to say, yeah, Franco would have been weird. Where would the Gaton go? Okay.
In the upper brackets, who will take that #1 spot as the best team in Indo as of week number 7? Let's get into the final game between Bigetron Alpha and Rex Regum Kaon.
Let's see. Straight off the bat in this matchup, this is a best of 1. Remember, Super Ken and Sutsujin going to go to the opposite sides in the pathing. Purple start and the orange start for Sutsujin. Also, Bigetron likes to do this a lot. I think in game 1 we saw that too, or game 2 rather, and Mon staying in mid early on, so trying to put in some poke towards the dual mid of RRQ HOSHI. And here you can already see that Iman is winning out in the lane against the Harith. Early level 1 Master Assassin, yeah, for Iman.
Okay, so that winning lane that we expected. And there's also something to note in terms of these emblems. Do anything of stand out?
Firmness and the Festival of Blood for Ruby, for Luke, knowing that there's not going to be a lot of tanky members in your composition aside from the Kufra and the Ruby, and Ruby in itself isn't really the tankiest of players. Okay.
They find catch onto Sutsujin, no deadly catch yet, and that is Super Ken with the Mikasa skin, finding first blood.
And now, it looks like for these picks, you can see the win rates there. Fanny actually is at 0-1, and that game was lost against Evo's Glory, who were able to capitalize on the Fanny and the Moscow pick from BTR with a Brody.
Skyler now being the main target. Cutthroat wasn't able to really be a threat. Now he jumps in on towards Ito. Iman is quite low though, and Skyler is very healthy, so they need to just go out in top lane. They will not have business. I might be wrong. Yeah, they will have to go towards the turtle. Bane is already there.
I mean, technically, oh, wait a second.
A good stun. Byron trying to find something, not level 4 here. Moreno, all 4 members except Rins and Dyron now. Final slash committed already. And that is Sutsujin collecting the turtle. I'm offended. That's a good outplay by Moreno and Super Luke.
So Bigetron are being able to pick up the kills in the early portion of the game. Meanwhile, RRQ are able to secure that first objective. And technically, with Sutsujin on the Bane and the neutral objectives, was this the wise decision that Bigetron have took?
Yeah, for sure. The Fanny needs a purple buff. Might as well just recall, or actually not recall, but don't take the fight on the turtle there, especially with Lunox and Ruby. The fact that RRQ were able to get level 4 first, and they were able to rotate first, might as well just give it over. Dyron actually overstepped. That was a mistake from him. Got punished by Luke. And then it became kind of an even trade. 2 kills on the board for BTR, now with a bit of a lead. This is what BTR wants to do. They want to go for these team fights and picks with this composition, and RRQ need to build a lead through those neutral objectives.
All right, so we can expect that RRQ want to go in for the setups first, but they're rotating towards this bottom lane here. I think looking for a pick onto Iman. They know Key's there. Don't know if they want to go for the full commit over it, but there it is. It might... Oh, no, they still don't.
Yeah.
They're playing it so safely, RRQ.
They gotta. It's very, very tough for RRQ to even go for a dive, having a Kufa just around there. And again, Iman has Flicker. It's an anti-fighting comp in a way. They can choose whenever they want to fight. They can choose to react to a lot of these plays. Moreno in mid as well, very hard to kill.
Oh, it's kind of slash almost make Super Ken slightly uncomfortable there, but that's good recovery. So catch on towards Rins. Moreno is there to deal damage. Purify committed. Order of Brilliance will be invested as well. No IMU. Let's see, the turtle will spawn in a bit.
Yeah, it will. And that's a trade that we wanted to see. Oh, what?
Moreno again with the outplay. Avatar of the Guardian, though, will force the Order of Brilliance from Moreno. Dyron eyeing up for that kill. Finds that Super Knee will catch a member. Ito will be taken down. Dyron now in a 3v1 situation. Good flicker, final slash. Mondo, he smells blood. Dyron in trouble. Will Sutsujin be able to cover him? The answer is no. Oh, Dyron! He made a deal again!
How does he always do that?
Dyron.
Once, twice makes sense, but over multiple occasions. Mirko, what?
Dyron! That's what? Dyron!
Wow.
And Dyron, again and again, always with these moments to escape. He didn't escape death the first time up top, but that's all good. Good taunt to cancel it out.
Super Ken 2v1, coming for a zone. Oh my god, the damage that Super Luke is there to execute that member. Now Amon actually is going to be the trade, so both gold laners here are eliminated.
Still a very close match, you can see there. The skills come on, and even the macro from both these teams rotating across the board. But yeah, Dyron just really understanding the limits of the heroes, limits of how much he can sustain, how much he can go and get away with the vengeance resets too earlier. Really well played, man. Bigetron Alpha though, remember, having a Lunox in mid means that you do scale, and the Harith, if he doesn't become a snowball force in the game, Lunox will still ultimately be a counter pick towards the Harith in the later stage of the game. The fact that they have a Roger to execute too, so let's say the Lunox does get picked off, like in RRQ vs Fnatic Onyx, when CW got picked off, they kind of lacked all the other resources. But here, there's a Roger and some more CC.
I'm offended, good stun, no follow-up though, and that is Super Luke punished. RRQ, they were ready for a big fight, and they will take Super Luke.
That was the initiation made by Bigetron, right?
Yeah, they were in the bush. They were trying to look for a little bit of a... Oh, Dyron's so angry after surviving that. Oh, that's the sound of anger, folks. That's Ghani's sound of anger.
Apparently so. 500 gold in for RRQ. So within the span of 6 minutes, RRQ haven't been able to pick up the lead, but nor has Bigetron. Maybe this will change. Sutsujin already posturing in for this turtle.
Oh.
Let's see if Super Ken can steal it away.
Charged by Kane, and Super Ken will be able to find a retribution, though they will have to sacrifice Luke in the midst of it all.
Yep. Well played there by Luke. Was able to get the I'm offended, so it made it 100-0. All Super Ken needed to do was press it at the right time. Sutsujin chain CC'd, but now they should be able to get a trade. Oh. They got Super Luke, which is already good, but that's a turret that makes it extra good. RRQ, what happened? Winning the trade.
But Super Ken should be able to push in that tower in the bottom lane unless Dyron wants to go in for the clear.
Yep.
Still will be able to do that, so they don't even get that trade off. Skylar also doing the same thing here in the top lane, while both Key and Rins just battling it out, fishing for more information, fishing for one another to make that first mistake.
It's a turret up top by RRQ, BTR.
Purple buff contest. Fanny this time will still be able to get that purple with retribution.
No, I think for BTR, they're playing towards that mid game, but so are RRQ, and they have a 1.5k gold lead. Speaking of scaling, the Harith actually scales up pretty well too. We've seen Skylar even yesterday deal out a lot of damage onto Fnatic Onyx. And the Bane, slowly but surely, if he hits the item power spikes, especially with the Crab Claw Cannon if it bounces, if BTR clump up together, they're not in for a good time. He's already on the War Axe Thunderbolt. That is the 2 items he needs building up to an endless battle. Super Ken.
Be careful.
Wow.
Potential 1v4 there if he's not careful, but that will mean Amhan will claim that structure top lane.
Yeah, all he needs to do is go for the clear, right, to protect that turret, and it becomes a favorable trade for Bigetron. Again, both of these teams are playing it so carefully. They're using the mind games, they're playing in the macro, because it no longer depends on the mechanics at this point, right, between both of these top-tier teams. Oh, wait a second.
I'm offended on towards Dyron. Avatar will not connect. Super Luke, though, with the taunt. Isolated and taken down. Oh, Gil. Flicker final slash from Dyron. And that is RRQ trying to collapse, but Bigetron, they have successfully disengaged that fight. Now mid-turret, great response by Super Ken.
Yeah, but still great timing in from RRQ, right? They have the man advantage. They're going in for the blitz over the Lord. I don't know. Can they steal it away this time?
Slash, skate recipient on that ult, and he will fall. That disengage with a deadly catch. That sure ensures that Jalord here for Sutsujin. RRQ, they press that gear on towards another gear, and this is RRQ just controlling the map.
The domino effect.
My goodness.
Oh, man.
The stagger for RRQ. They were able to stagger a lot of these fights from happening. Again, catching Luke off position. This seems to be a trend right now. Him overextending and RRQ getting the benefits of him being very overextended. Also, that was a double value kind of play because not only did they get a Lord, they get the purple buff too. And on top of that, they're about to get some turrets with the gold benefits. If this gold lead spirals out of control, it's going to be very difficult for BTR to defend. So far, it's the first Lord though. So I think it should still be okay. They're going to lose the tier 2s up top, down below, or actually maybe all the tier 2s except for the bottom lane. They might actually keep the bottom lane tier 1 even still alive, but they won't be able to do so in the mid lane. RRQ really doing a good job at clearing out these waves.
Regardless, RRQ are still standing at a 4K gold lead. These tier 2 turrets will fall. Unfortunately, they didn't push in that bottom lane, so it will take a little bit more time, but is that the time that RRQ really needed to look in for that opening? Dyron, Flicker, Final Slash has been a big problem. Is this the moment?
Looking for the collapse. Final Slash does not connect on towards any member just yet, and that will be the green light for RRQ to just let's go back here. Let's take our time, maintaining pressure, but keep it with control. Now Super can try to play creatively with the flanks. RRQ does. Do they read this out again? Oh, still with the purple buff with the retribution. That is just Super Ken, very intelligent play.
Really good stuff, but this should be a turret with a deadly catch. That's the advantage of the Bane.
Oh, okay. Oh, the cancel of the raise, but the stun from Edoff. Super Ken looking for more, but that will be key taken down. RRQ is still very strong with the Shaman Force in play. Double for Skylar. This spells trouble for Bigetron Alpha.
2 members taken out, ladies and gentlemen. Super Ken will try his best to clear out these lanes, but at the end of it, they're a man down. They're 2 men down.
They need to clear. Skylar with Shaman Force pop, deadly touch as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings of Kings stay on top, solidifying themselves in the #1 position.
The final boss being Bigetron Alpha, and RRQ have done it. They've beaten the final boss and they move forward as they qualify to the playoffs.